to welcome you guys to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. It's been quite a year at Jonesboro High School, and not for the obvious reasons you guys are thinking about. It's one of the most outstanding classes we've ever had at Jonesboro High School. We've got state champions on stage. We got kids that excel in the arts, band, choir. We got kids that were national merit students. 2 kids that made perfect scores on the ACT. I mean, it's just an incredible group of young people. For me personally, being a hurricane, always a hurricane, it's a great day for me to see these kids because I know a lot of you guys as parents, grandparents, grew up with you, and it's great that after today these guys will join me as alumni of Jonesboro High School, so we're real excited about that. I will say for those folks that act like, you know, kids this, kids that, or you hear more negative things about kids, let me tell you something. These kids are awesome. Okay, they'll lead our city, they're gonna lead our state, they're gonna lead our country, and I feel very good about where we're at with these kids. I also want to say thank you, parents, because it didn't happen without you. You raised wonderful, great kids. These guys are great examples, and I cannot wait to see their future. It's nice now as they graduate that I can say, okay, you know, sometimes you kind of feel like you got to be the heavy and the hard. It's great that I can see these guys down, and they can be my friend. And I look forward to seeing them and their families come through, and very excited about the future. So appreciate you guys coming out, and thank you. Okay, at this time, we would invite our student speakers to speak.
Hello. Hi everybody. My name is Isabella Gano, but most of my friends and teachers know me by Izza. The reason I'm giving this speech today is because I'm HHS Vice President, and that's why I'm here for all of you. I have attended the academies of Jonesboro High School since sophomore year, but before that I went to Douglas MacArthur Junior High, Visual and Performing Arts Elementary School, Jonesboro Kindergarten Center, and Jonesboro Pre-K. My whole life I've attended Jonesboro Public Schools, and although I'm not the first or the last, I can attest to the teachers, coaches, faculty, and administration that have been so amazing throughout my life. Alongside being so amazing, there are many teachers who made me who I am today through their mentoring inside and out of the classroom. I would like to not only thank these people, but lift up the love I've been gifted from so many people in the school district. Aside from the faculty, I've made lifelong relationships in the halls of all the schools I've attended. I've made friends that I can't wait to go to the weddings of, and friends that I know will change the world. To be fairly honest, in this class of students, there are so many people I know for certain will be successful. Because the class of 2020 is filled with artists, musicians, thespians, athletes, mathletes, and so much more. But what is so special and crazy about our class is that each person is not just an athlete or a musician. Almost every student is a mathlete at school and an athlete at night, a musician and an artist, a thespian and an athlete. And not only are they high school athletes or musicians, but there are several students continuing their education and passion at a higher level. Students have committed to musical theater, music, dance, cheer, baseball, basketball, acting, theater, etc. The talent of the class of 2020 cannot be matched, and neither can their work outside of the school and schoolwork. I'm so proud to be part of a group of people that come from all walks of life and all different backgrounds that will still have the end goal of being successful. Success will come easy to this class, but it does not mean they will not work for it. We've been working 12 years of our life for this moment, graduation. It seems like I blinked and here I am giving a speech for you all. I never thought that I would be someone that gave a speech at graduation, much less did I expect that I'd be wearing a mask today. Above all, I certainly did not expect that I would not have my senior night of soccer, say goodbye to all my teachers one last time, and so many more last. The last 4 months have been exactly that, unexpected. I know how everyone feels, so I will not rehash the sorrow or hurt of this time, but I will instead speak upon the great times I will probably cherish even more than I would have if our last months had not been taken from us. The memories I have of my last day of high school will forever be engraved in my mind as I try so hard to remember every detail and hold on to the fact that that is the end. I hope you cherish these memories. I hope you hold on to your pictures from Powder Puff. Remember the smell of the field or court when you just won state. The feeling of trying your prom or homecoming dress on for the first time. Remember the final time you held each other on the football field singing the alma mater. Remember the music from the band after a touchdown, driving all over town looking for an outfit to wear in the dog pound at tonight's game. And ultimately, hold on to your favorite memory from high school and it be enough for you to be okay with the time you had there and the time you didn't have. I hope that every person in the class of 2020 lives their life without regrets and charges into the future that is so unpredictable at this time. I hope that this class single-handedly comes out of this loss as a victor. And finally, I hope that every single member of the Academies of Jonesboro High School class of 2020 comes back to remind everyone that they're the class that had everything taken from them and still came out stronger because of it. Thank you to all my family for being there for me, loving, supporting, and encouraging me daily. My friends, non-biological families, and teammates for never failing to go on a random adventure, car ride, or zoo trip, and being the best people I could have in my life by choice. I love you all, and I hope that this is not a goodbye, but a see you later. I'm so proud of you all. Thank you, JHS.
All right, this time, and that was Miss Isabel Gano. She was our Student Council Executive President. This time, HHS Student of the Year, Bryant Guerrero.
All right, so how is everybody this morning? All right, well, thank you friends, family, and faculty for today. For those of you that don't know, my name is Brian Garrett. So one thing that I will never forget about Jonesboro High was Coach Cheshire yelling little things on the field, in the weight room, and pretty much everywhere. And really what we don't know is how much we take those little things for granted. And so you just really got to take a step back and look at those things. And the days leading up to this, I really couldn't figure out what to really talk about or write. And so I kind of just took a step back and watched my brother and a friend play 2K. And even though it was just a game of 2K, it was so memorable, like the laughs, the smiles were just genuine. We were enjoying ourselves. And so that got me thinking, like, these are the days that I'm going to tell my kids about and their kids about. And so just don't leave anything behind. And I mean, you have things like playing my last high school football game. When Dr. Flanagan rapped, "You're Still My Dog." I had things where I went to a Drake concert with some of my best friends. And Charles Dickens said, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." And I feel as though this relates to high school immensely. Not one day is the same, and the good and the bad, regardless of how great it was or how terrible it was, regardless of how terrible the day might be, don't forget to enjoy the little things, the people around you, and everything else. Because these are the days that people wish that they had. I know regardless of how much I didn't feel like getting up in the morning or had senioritis, I remember taking every conversation, every memory wholeheartedly. So thank you to the class of 2020 for making this so memorable. Congrats, open the roof, go Canes.
And at this time, Mr. Matt Steele, the HHS Academy Principal, will present diplomas.
Kiara Adams. Caitlin Blackford. Damian Brown. Anthony Canizales. Elisha Carter. Tamia Clark. DeCandria Coleman. Devon Coleman. Lily Elizabeth Gossett. Jakayla Foots. Brandon Foley. Jaden Fleeks. Donnie Dorsey, Jr. Caitlin Davis. Olivia Crawford. Isabella Coffin. Isabella Gaino. Bryant Guerra. Eden Hamlet. Jamal Harvey. Ana Talia Hernandez. Carla Hernandez. Michaela Johnson. Ayana Jones. Bailey Coomer. Marcus Rowe. Ariana Abigail Rodriguez. Andrew Roberts. Dalton Price.
Way to go, Dalton!
Nakaira Pettis. Rodriguez. June Ogles. Elena Mitchell. Madison McCloy. Deshana Mason. Lydia Russell. Destiny Shaw. Melody Smith. Kelsey Stevens. Justin Stoner, Jr. Shamaya Taylor. Jennifer Marlene Teles. Matthew Thompson. Sophie Watkins. Caleb Valentine. Anna Marie Wright. Brandy Williams.
Okay, if we could, at this time I'd like to have a moment of silence for Angel George. She's a student who passed away tragically this spring in a car accident right before school was out. So let's take just a minute, moment of silence remembering her. Thank you. At this time, Dr. Kimball Banks will present the class of 2020.
Good morning. Today's been a long time coming, hasn't it, parents, family, and friends? Thank you for being here this morning with us. I'm here to celebrate one last time the class of 2020. On behalf of the Jonesboro Public School District, the faculty, staff, the Board of Education, we celebrate you. And you guys did a fine job with no practice. Congratulations. Dr. Fott mentioned what an outstanding group of young people we have before us. And I can't even begin to tell you how outstanding this group of young folks has been. $6 million in scholarships, 57 in this class of 421. By the way, that's the largest graduating class in the history of Jonesboro Public Schools. 57 4.0s, 60% are college bound, 12 moving on to the armed forces, 127 honor graduates, 22 students who scored a 30 or above, 2 with a perfect 36, 3 National Merit finalists, and the accolades go on and on. But you know, the real story of this class isn't just what they've accomplished, it's the adversity they faced and how they've done it. Your opportunities for honors and accolades were cut short by the COVID pandemic. You will forever be remembered for your unique experiences in your senior year. You didn't have lots of activities that others had. You didn't get those experiences. I'm betting we can come back for the 10-year reunion and maybe we can make up for some of that.
Yeah.
I want to say to you, you have such a unique opportunity as you go into the world next year to continue to make history. And I want to wish you well as you begin your next journey, whether it be in college, the armed forces, or on the job force. And I want to thank you to the students and the parents and the family and friends who've gathered here today for sharing your students with us. We love each one of you and wish you the very best. So, job well done. All right, it's time for the official moment. I'd like to ask you to please stand. Please move your tassel to the other side, to your left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2020 for the academies at Jonesboro High School. I'd ask you to remain standing as we have the playing of the alma mater, and then Dr. Falk will be giving you some additional instructions.
I will tell you that was our band and our choir. You've seen Saturday Night Live, they do the at-home edition. We splice that together from cars, and it's quite a deal perfect for virtual graduation. Congratulations, class, and you guys start exiting the stage.